Ava Bennett clutched the wedding band that wasn't truly hers, her breath hitching as the words echoed in her mind. "You're married to a man who doesn't even know you exist." The deal had saved her sister's life but had also shackled her to a stranger, a man locked in a coma. Now, someone wanted him dead, and if she wasn't careful, she'd be next. Exhausted from a double shift at the hospital, Ava staggered into the break room, her scrubs damp with sweat. She fumbled with her phone and dialed her younger sister, Lily. "Ava, it hurts today. Worse than yesterday." Her fragile voice cracked through the line, making Ava's heart squeeze with agony. "Hold on, Lil. I'm figuring it out. I'll save you," Ava promised. But she had no idea how. Then came Vivian Carter, an elegant woman with silver hair, stepping into the room like a queen surveying her subjects. "Desperation is a heavy burden," she murmured. "I overheard your call. Your sister's dying, isn't she?" Ava flinched. "Who are you?" Vivian slid a leather folder onto the table. "Someone who can help. Marry my step-grandson Ethan, who lies upstairs in a coma, and I'll fund your sister's transplant." Ava recoiled. "That's unethical. Illegal. He can't consent." "It's neither," Vivian countered. "Proxy marriages are legal. Ethan is a shell. You'd be saving a life, your sister's. Isn't that your calling?" Ava thought of Lily, her frail body withering away, the transplant list stretching endlessly. She hated herself for even considering it. But she needed to think. "Think fast," Vivian warned. "Lily doesn't have time." That night, Ava stood beside Ethan's hospital bed. He was younger than she expected. His dark hair tousled against the pillows. With a trembling hand, she signed the marriage certificate. "I do," she whispered. And Ava Bennett became Ava Carter. Lily's transplant was a success. Ava held her sister's hand, sobbing with relief as her color returned. But joy was fleeting. That afternoon, Vivian's driver arrived, escorting Ava to the Carter estate, an opulent prison of marble halls, chandeliers, and watchful eyes. "Your family now," Vivian purred. But Ava quickly realized her movements were monitored. Her phone was confiscated. Ethan's fortune remained locked away, and Vivian controlled everything. Her only solace was Ethan himself. Each night she slipped into his private wing. "Lily is laughing again," she whispered, adjusting his pillow. "She asked about you today. I didn't know what to say." She traced the wedding band on his finger, wondering who he had been before the accident. Then one stormy night, lightning illuminated a shadow in Ethan's room. Ava ducked behind the curtain, her heart hammering. Nathan Carter, Vivian's son, Ethan's older brother, stood over the bed, a syringe gleaming in his hand. "You stubborn bastard," he muttered. "You should have died in that wreck." Ava lunged, knocking the syringe to the floor. Nathan whirled and grabbed her by the throat. "Interfere again and Lily's dead. No surgery can fix what I'll do." He shoved her into the wall and disappeared into the storm. From that moment, Ava became Ethan's shadow, testing every pore, swapping fluid bags, and guarding him with her life. 6 months passed in vigilance and dread. Then one gray morning, Ethan stirred. Ava was adjusting his fore when his fingers brushed hers. Her breath caught as his eyes fluttered open, hazel and piercing. Who are you?" His voice was hoarse. Before Ava could answer, Vivian swept in. "Ethan, my dear. You're awake. This is Ava. Your wife." Ethan's gaze darkened. "Wife?" He yanked at his tubes, rage rising. "What kind of sick joke is this? Get her out." Ava's heart shattered. That night, she left a letter on his nightstand, explaining everything. Then she fled. Ethan stewed in his hospital bed, Ava's letter crumpled in his fist. Betrayal burned, but doubt crept in. He demanded to see estate security footage. Hours of recordings revealed Ava's quiet heroism, fighting Nathan, protecting him, whispering apologies in the dark. Then he found the mechanic's report. His car crash had been no accident. His brake lines were severed. Vivian's signature was on a payment slip. Nathan's calls to a fixer were encrypted but clear. Everything clicked. Ethan summoned Vivian and Nathan to the Carter boardroom. When they arrived, he played the security tapes. Nathan lunged at him, but guards restrained him. Vivian's composure cracked as her power crumbled. "You'll regret this, Ethan," she spat as she was led away in cuffs. But Ethan had already won. Ethan redirected half the Carter fortune into the Ava Grace Foundation, funding healthcare for those in need. But it wasn't enough. He needed to find Ava. He tracked her down at a small clinic, stitching up a laborer's wound under a flickering bulb. "Ava," he whispered. She looked up, startled. "I was wrong," Ethan said, voice breaking. "You didn't exploit me. You saved me. I don't deserve you, but I'm asking anyway. No deals, no lies. Just us. Will you marry me?" Ava hesitated. She had fallen for him in those silent nights, but trust took time to heal. I need time." He nodded. "I'll wait." Months passed. Ethan stayed close, helping with the foundation. One dusk, she found him at the beach, skipping stones into the waves. "Yes," she said. He dropped the stone and pulled her into a kiss, the sea air salty between them. A year later, they stood barefoot on that very beach, exchanging vows as the sunset painted the horizon. Lily, now strong and radiant, tossed flowers as they promised. "I choose you." Their story began with a contract but ended with love, real, unshackled, and earned.